are the Textiles group from Parks. My name is Addison Dewey.
I'm Olivia Furlong.
I'm Elizabeth Fielding.
I'm Haley Escobedo.
And I'm Veronica Coppolino.
So all of us were really excited when we got assigned to the Textiles group because we feel like fashion is something that everyone speaks. It's a language that everyone speaks, but it's something that everyone speaks differently. So we were excited to see how Nigeria in particular expressed their fashion. So our particular business was owned by Elizabeth John. It's called KT Textiles. It's an exclusive business to Nigeria. It's only found there, and the overall goal we had was to improve her advertising. So that brings in more profit, it increases exposure, and with that we can send more young women to school. So as I stated earlier, the main problem we had was advertising. Nigeria, the culture is very word of mouth, and that just wasn't effective at getting the word out. It wasn't doing the proper method for her business. Then we talked to Joy, which is her business partner, over the Skype call, and she mentioned that they kind of just put their products in crates and they don't have a nice way to display their products, so they need some packaging. And then our last problem that we wanted to address was a lack of expansion in general. She currently works out of a mobile cart, so she can't be two places at once. So we wanted to make sure that we could address that problem.
Okay, improving advertisement. The most important thing we needed to do was give the brand a face, so we created a logo. The easiest method of getting business info out is with business cards. And to reach more people, we created an online store for her. During our Skype call, Joy really pushed that KT needed packaging, so we took that to mind. Logo and packaging. Marshall's mom gave us great advice to use 3 colors, white, black, and a pop of color, which we decided on pink. We used our connections to create a one-of-a-kind logo. We knew what we wanted and had my friend, Jacob, make it come to life. Our team spent a day calling different businesses to find best packaging and business cards. The packaging we decided on is a white tuck-top box with the logo on top by Carolina Retail. The business cards will be made by Vistaprint.
Well, we were talking to Joy and her translator, and he told us that in Nigeria, delivery services such as UPS and FedEx are very expensive, and that a common way to ship packages is to give them to a bus driver or someone like that and have them drop the package off where it needs to go. Trust is very important in Nigeria, and because of this, these deliveries are usually very reliable, and in addition to that, they're also free, saving more money for the textile business to use.
The greatest goal for any business is to expand. So we helped Elizabeth by creating herself an online shop. With this online shop, she's able to go all around Nigeria and she can sell her product anywhere. So we created an actual functioning website for her that we actually emailed to her already, so she's most likely beginning to add products right now. And we have, as the first page, the homepage, the logo, as well as a little bit about us. And everything on this website includes not only English, but also Hausa. And she mentioned to us a little bit about how she wants to westernize her clothing a little bit. So we worked with her over the Skype call and we collaborated and we came up with a couple of ideas, and those are currently on the website right now.
Now giving back. Elizabeth stressed that the empowerment and education of young women was very important to her. So far, she has sent 4 young women to school. With that in mind, we came up with the idea of charity bracelets. Of course, these are just prototypes, but this is the kind of style and idea we are going for. The bracelets would cost $3 or 850 naira. For these bracelets, we would use the scraps of old fabrics from the dresses, so no more money is spent. The profits from these go to the education of the young girls. We also came up with a promotional deal. Buy a dress and receive $2 or 568 naira off of a bracelet.
So in total, our total amount of finances were $107.82, and we figured this by saying she definitely needs a tablet or she can't really access her online site. And our business cards are going to be $21.98 for 500 business cards on Vistaprint. Packaging will be $35.85 with logo included, and we ended up left with $92.18, which we figured we could donate to our program to send young women to school.
think I like the good presentation you people presented and the coordination. It seems like you're grounded. You all know what you're talking about. And I also like the local solution of delivery, which you know which you make it very right. In Nigeria, the most important thing is the trust. And using the buses is quicker and it's cheaper. Between Bauchi and Abuja, it's just 4 hours. If you give a bus driver, in the next 4 hours, all your luggages can reach the point you are trying to get to. So I think it's a very good idea, it's a very good solution to the business owner so that he can take his business item from one point to another without spending much money and without having bother about when those items going to reach there or other people. Good job.
So, this is awesome. I felt like you demonstrated a very clear dialogue with the business owner with the shipment by bus method. You created a very timely solution, and if she's already got the website, she's already uploading things to it. Let's move on to the next problem. And it was very thorough when you talked about the detailed finances, how you would allocate the resources that might be available if your group was to win, and very practical. She's going to need this is what she's going to do. I also really liked that you had kind of a fourth prong to your approach, which was we're going to give back and we're going to do it with resources that would otherwise be thrown away. So very nicely done.
I was blown away by the professionalism of your presentation, and also it really came across as though you all went the extra mile with this. So you didn't just talk about making, she can have an online shop. You made it, and it's functioning, and she already has designs up there. And then you talked about the bracelets that you give back to the community, and then you did your little bing and showed them all at the same time. I mean, you really did, in my view, go above and beyond what I was anticipating when you talked about your solutions. So you laid out the problems, you gave excellent solutions, and really kind of showed a map of where it's going to go. So I applaud you for that. Very well done.
Join the Global Young Innovators Initiative. Transform the world. www.icantransformtheworld.org